Gentlemen,
Yes.
we are frequent patrons of the island of Fortnite, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. We do
Yes.
pop on occasionally for a little wander around, drive the cars around and such.
I mean, personally, if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't play the game because I like the enjoyment of, like, you know, socialising or like that. But the catharsis of game-ending young children.
We don't. We don't all live in the same house.
No.
So for us socialising, that is one of the ways in which we can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a chat, have a catch up while we're annihilating people.
Yes, where we're game ending all the players and that, because apparently Epic Games doesn't like using the word kill, whereas you like to use eliminated. But I find the TikTokified phrase game ended just incredibly funny.
Or team wiped. That's what we're using a lot now, aren't we?
Yeah.
We wiped the floor with them.
Right, but either way, yeah, you know about all these like video games being adapted into like films or maybe even limited series. You have like your Last of Us,
Minecraft movie.
Minecraft movie. We'll get back to that. Put a pin in that. We also had
Resident Evil.
Halo.
Yeah, that was. I have opinions about that personally.
Sure you do.
That's another video. Yeah. Have you done Resident Evil?
Yeah, they've done Resident Evil.
But not recently. Not recently.
For a while.
But the whole thing about that is the recent ones, the recent adaptations have been, on the whole, good. Which is strange because typically you had like the history of all these video games being absolutely terrible. Like you had your first one being the first English language one was Super Mario Brothers in 1993. Yep. And that was seen as a bit meh. And then you had other ones like Resident Evil, which has had a cult
Sonic the
follow.
Hedgehog. Sorry, just put that in there.
Well, we'll get to that. Then we had like Resident Evil, which has had a cult following since, but is not seen by critics as being that good. And then you had like your Doom, your all the others as well. But with Sonic the Hedgehog, and I think Detective Pikachu, I think that was the tipping point that has turned video game adaptations from jokes into actual viable cinematic franchises.
And we've got TV series
and TV
adaptations
series
now as well. Castlevania, Devil May Cry.
Indeed, yes. So, considering the landscape now, considering that the whole thing about video game adaptations has now been seen as more viable, and considering the Minecraft movie, which I said this to you earlier, you guys got nowhere near. You considered like that 40 odd million. You considered 50 odd million. $960 million grossed worldwide.
I think we didn't quite understand the question, did we?
Did you understood the question?
I thought you meant UK first opening weekend.
Okay.
I sense there's a burning question coming, Dave. Are you ready?
Yeah. So, what about Fortnite?
As a movie?
As a movie?
Oh, yes, they should. Well, that's been a great video.
Thank you very much for watching.
Good night.
Link to all our socials down below. All right, but getting into the meat and potatoes of it, it seems to be a strange thing because Fortnite seems to be the melting pot of all the big corporate franchises coming together, and like you can buy your favourite skin, or you can earn your favourite skin, and like do all that sort of stuff.
It's a game that just went from strength to strength, and when they got the license for other things to bring in, your John Wick, your Superman, all the Star Wars stuff was really
Marvel.
big. The Marvel stuff again, was really good.
I was honestly surprised by the addition of like John Wick and like Witcher and that, because I always assumed Fortnite was just a kids game, but I was like, hold on a minute, that's not for kids. And I realised it's not just kids playing it.
No, you
it's
run
people
around
like
an island, game end. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You game end everybody on the island until you're the last man standing. It's not exactly child friendly, is it?
With weapons and that. Okay, yeah, true.
But
and if you haven't got a weapon, you hack each other to death as a pickaxe.
Yeah, but there's no blood, therefore it's child friendly.
Yeah. So the thing is, though,
just play fighting.
You've got all these franchises. It's a big thing. You probably wouldn't get all those in the film version, I would imagine. They'd be a bit sketchy about including them. But there's a whole storyline behind each island as you go through chapter to chapter. You see that at the event at the end of each season, don't you? As it goes from the next season to the next season. And they don't do that much with it. It just basically sets up what you're gonna, how you're gonna play, and what things you're
You
gonna
have
do.
some big
Yeah.
bad every time, or something naturally happening to the island that they've got to deal with.
So
But you
there is
could-
story in Fortnite.
Yes, and you could adapt that into a film quite easily.
Okay. I would describe the story in Fortnite the same way that I would describe story in adult entertainment, adult audio-visual entertainment. Like it's more pretext for the thing you're actually there for, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. It's not about fixing the fridge, is it?
No,
Right.
no.
But at the same time, they have to say that to get into the apartment. Whereas the story's there just to get you into the island, onto the island. The point of the
Yes.
game is to be the last man standing. Ultimately.
Yeah.
Unless they adapt more the Save the World game version for a movie instead of Battle Royale.
I would be cautious
It's slightly
because
different.
when you think of Fortnite, what do you think of? You think Battle Royale.
Yeah, I think so.
That would be the more popular option.
The other thing is when
Yeah.
they, in terms of how they present this film to you, if they did it, would they do more? Is it Ready Player One, where you've got the players actually being controlled by someone outside in the real world? Is that?
And all the pop culture references.
Yeah.
and like-
So would
I
they
think
do
so.
that kind of thing? So when you're the Fortnite movie, you would be in the game, or are we taking the game and making it a real world in universe place?
Don't know.
Which would work better? That's the question.
I think if it's set in universe, because otherwise it would just be a rip off of a Minecraft movie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Fair enough. You want to mimic the success of
Yeah.
it, but you can't just mimic that because it already exists.
So what we're saying potentially is at some point, somewhere, this, if you're watching, this is your storyline, by the way, credit of myself and the Geeky Guys. So you're basically saying the world's in peril because of the 0 point thing, and it's being controlled from an island, and they've got to go to an island to stop the 0 point and save the world. There you go. There's your story.
Yeah, with
Basically.
with a
Bring
few
in
like
Midas,
B-pots,
maybe.
C-pots.
And they get their old cargo trousers on and the brown jackets and they gear up with weapons and go onto the island.
Yeah, with your shield potions. See, it'd be a great merchandise idea to sell pots of just this like miscellaneous glowing blue liquid. Kids will love it.
Bubblegum flavoured juice.
Yes, they will be absolutely insufferable in the cinema, but you
Bring in the
paid your money.
agency working against them. You could
You
have the
could have-
Foundation, the Seven.
You could have all that could be included if they did it well. You could actually have a series of movies if you really wanted to, but I think there's enough content there from where we are now, from where the game started. If you take away all the frills and all the extras, and you just go back to the actual storyline they created, although it's a little bit disjointed. I read a few things online about the storyline, and I got a bit lost with it because they started to make it overcomplicated. But you could pull out a storyline from that, I think.
We talked about earlier about the merch, didn't we? About the Battle Bus popcorn bucket.
Yeah, that'll work.
The blue ice flipping liquid in the shield potion.
Oh,
and
like a
thing.
slushy.
Yeah,
Oh,
slushy in a little glass pot that you
Well,
lift
it'd
up
be
and
plastic, I suppose.
And
Wouldn't it?
Probably
like a
be
shot of vodka
recyclable
in it as well
plastic.
for the adults.
Yeah.
You
get a first aid kit that you pull apart, and that's also popcorn over.
I think Dave's getting a bit carried away.
No. I let him cook. Let him cook. He's,
So,
I was going to say they'll make a killing on merchandise, but they already make Fortnite merchandise. They make the
do.
battle bus. They do Lego
They'll
sets
make
now.
even more.
They
they'll make like they already have Fortnite stuff. Why not Fortnite movie stuff as well?
Fortnite the
Kids
movie.
will love it.
Yeah.
Kids will love it.
jug with beer in it.
Yeah. Not for the kids though.
Not
for the kids.
They'd have to have some alternative.
It's when the kids misbehave. Can I have a chocolate bar? No, you can have an apple. That's in Fortnite, isn't it? Go on.
Yeah, give them the salad box from Fortnite with the apple and the banana in the corner.
Right. So what from Fortnite should they not put in the movie if they do make one?
I think the danger is that they've got a lot of stuff, and I don't think they should overcrowd it.
Okay.
I think they should make a very simple linear storyline where there's a problem, they have to go and fix it. If we're doing it's its own proper universe, then I think the island should be somewhere they go. I'm thinking kind of Jurassic Park in my head sort of thing.
Or Squid Game maybe.
Yeah, you go to the island and you have to survive. but someone's set up lots of stuff there that maybe bots or AI has created things to stop them.
Maybe Hunger Games. I think about it. Why did it take me that long to think of Hunger Games? It's
maybe
basically
kind
the same
of,
sort of
but they've
thing.
got to work their way around the island, and they've got to find clues as to how they need to stop what they're doing, because that's what you do in the game. You listen to audio recordings and set scanners on things occasionally on the quests, don't you?
So do what they did in that Predator movie for a few years ago. Get all the worst people and put them all on the battle bus and drop them off on the island.
Predators.
Predators, yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
get to fight it out between them, and last man standing gets to escape.
Predators ripped off Fortnite 7 years before it came out.
Yeah.
What would be really cool is if they flew onto the island with a plane and they fly on. Because you won't have a flying bus, but if you fly onto the island with a plane,
I don't know.
but then what you do is they find an old blue bus and do it up so it can be their vehicle. And they run around in this battle bus around the island. It'd be quite cool.
Well, they go after the people who sent them to this island to die in the first place.
And there's weird storms around the island that they need to avoid. Probably not coming in like that, but maybe they pop up and they go away and you have to avoid the storm. That'd be quite cool. That's another, you can have that as well.
I think what we can gather from this is we are all in agreement that they can make a movie,
Yes.
but I don't think we're in agreement on what this movie should be. And we've got a lot of scattershot ideas, but in all fairness, Fortnite is just scattershot as it is.
I think
thinking
so.
about
That's why I think the movie would need to be more structured, and you'd keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Go solve a problem, sorted at the end. Brilliant.
You could have all like the high technology in there as well, where they can go to a thing and they can upgrade the weapons like dead quickly, and they can get like things to help them survive and stuff. That's
Well, you could have a weapons research lab on the island, couldn't you? And that's where they get all the better weapons from and that kind of thing. They'd need someone to fight there. That's the thing. So you'd need some kind of, which is why agency might come in. Could be maybe in the film you'd say it's some AI creating holographic ones or bots that are created, actual robots that you have to take
Or they're
out.
separated into teams, therefore they have to kill all the people. Kill or be killed.
Or it could be another rogue agency, let's call it the bad guys are also after the same. They want to use the 0 point for their own gain, so they put a load of soldiers on the island, and you've got to get past them.
do what you used to do in the game, go into the phone box and turn into one of the agents and infiltrate.
Oh, there you go. A bit of tension, bit of proper squeaky bum time in the movie.
Or sneak through the building and try and nick something or get information.
Oh, excuse me.
So
Either way.
Yeah, basically, yes, we think they should do it. We're not quite sure how they should do it, but we think they should do it. We think it'll be a really good and successful.
Yeah, I think it'd work.
Yeah, as long as they make it fun, as long as they get down with the kids. I don't mean like add Skibidi Toilet. I mean, they are making that movie, aren't they? Skibidi Toilet movie. See, yeah, they're making a Skibidi Toilet movie before they're making a Half-Life film. Because, I don't know, it's just strange because like, the whole thing about Skibidi Toilet is the G-Man's face that some guy made from Gmod. And I don't know, it's just odd. Right, will we get the Skibidi Toilet movie before the Fortnite movie? Probably. But we'll see. We'll see what's up. But yeah, anything else to add?
I wonder when they're going to make Firefly Series 2. This is not the time, is it?
Not that terrible disappointment.
Alright, see you later everyone.